Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews. Reviews? I'm just a regular dude where I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, and I also have been reviewing YouTube channels. And just whatever the hell I feel like doing. Today I'm doing one that I found from a channel that I've never watched before. This is called Scare Theater. And this video was called My Life as a Slave, Delia Day. So let's check this out.
The BDSM community is one that can easily scare off those who are vanilla, while intriguing those looking to fill their sadomasochistic desires. Although it may seem strange, or even abusive, to get pleasure from causing pain to one's partner, if both people are consenting, there isn't anything wrong with it. There are many very healthy relationships which engage in these types of sexual acts. Sometimes, however, things can be taken too far. Delia Day was the alias of an artist and blogger named Susan Anton. Whereas a lot of her work consisted of some very interesting artwork, she was most well known for her blog called My Illustrated Life as a Sex Slave. On her blog, she featured some of the deviant acts that her and her husband carried out. She took the role of the slave, and he took the role of her master. These posts included images of her body modifications, which included piercings, tattoos, brandings, and cuttings. It also showed pictures of her general slavery, which included a lot of hardcore bondage. The blog didn't just feature images of her engaging in these acts. She also wrote a lot of articles relating to BDSM topics. This website was well respected among the S&M community. The website even offered a paid membership, which allowed members to view even more content from them. Delia Day also had a live journal page, where she would regularly post things about her kinky life as a sex slave. As far as her life outside the BDSM community goes, she was married for 10 years to her slave, Travis, who is a computer programmer for an image processing software company. They had 2 children, who were supposedly kept away from their extreme lifestyle by staying at a boarding school for most of the week. So far, this doesn't seem that bad. Sure, it's definitely an eccentric lifestyle to have, but...
Yeah, to say the least, but as far as nothing being wrong with it, I agree that there's, nothing legally wrong with it if they're both consenting and everything, but it's just beyond my realm of comprehension. Doesn't turn me on. I don't want pain, and I don't want to inflict pain, so I don't know. To each
they were
their
both
own,
enjoying it, and even turned a profit from it. Well, here's where things start to get weirder. Delia Day's final post on LiveJournal included her talking about her husband attaching a padlock onto one of her labia piercings, making simple movements like walking difficult to do without pain. This post isn't what's weird. In fact,
I consider myself a pretty open-minded person, but that's pretty damn weird to me.
this is the kind of stuff you'd expect to read on her blog. What is weird, however, is that about 7 hours after this was posted, Delia Day, aka Susan Anton, shot her husband in the chest, killing him. She then called the police to report it. When the police arrived, Anton was accused of murder and taken into custody. During her trial, the jury failed to charge her with murder because of her heavy BDSM lifestyle. They ruled the case as self-defense, and she was acquitted of all charges. Afterward, she dropped off the face of the internet without explaining anything further. The community, confused by all this, began to speculate on why she killed him. The 2 main theories were that her relationship with Travis was not entirely consensual, as we were led to believe, or she really did murder him, maybe even on accident, and used her lifestyle to get away with it. After years of silence, Susan Anton was heard again in 2005. A blogger who was investigating the case received an email from someone claiming to be Anton. In the email, she stated that the writings of Delia Day were not actually written by her, but rather by her husband, Travis. If this is true, it becomes pretty clear that what was going on probably was not consensual. The only issue is that we have no way of knowing if this was actually her or not. In 2013, Susan Anton made another appearance on the web. She created a WordPress blog called Invisible Survivor. We can know with certainty that this is her because in one of her posts, she uploads a more recent picture of her with some friends. Doing a reverse image search on this shows the image is not found anywhere else on the web except for this website. And we know for sure the woman in the picture is Anton because she has a collar tattooed around her neck. It was previously stated that Travis had her get a collar tattoo for their 10-year anniversary. So it's safe to assume the writings on this website truly are from Susan Anton. In one of the posts on the Invisible Survivor blog, she makes it very clear that what was going on between her and Travis was not consensual. She states that there were no safe words for her to use, and Travis never gave her the option to leave this BDSM lifestyle.
Wow.
Still, however, there are some people who believe that Anton is lying about this so she can get away with murder. I'm very confident that is not the case, and I can prove it. I decided to look into this claim by reading some of the writings on the Delia Day website and LiveJournal, and comparing that to the writings on the Invisible Survivor blog. What I found shows that it's pretty likely that these were definitely written by different people. For starters, in the Invisible Survivor blog, there are a few instances in which Anton uses emoticons. Emoticons are never seen in the writings of Delia Day. Also, in the writings of Invisible Survivor, every mention of the word 10 is written numerically. In the Delia Day LiveJournal, the word 10 is always written alphabetically. Furthermore, the Invisible Survivor blog always uses double quotes when sarcastically quoting a word. The Delia Day writings always use single quotes when sarcastically quoting a word. They only use double quotes when directly quoting.
Oh no, the evidence to me is pointing that it was not consensual.
Finally, the Invisible Survivor blog always spells the word defense as D-E-F-E-N-S-E, but the Delia Day writings always spell the word defense as D-E-F-E-N-C-E. I know that writing styles can change over time, but with this many differences in the writing styles, I think it's safe to say that whoever was writing on the Delia Day blog was definitely not Susan Anton. I believe her 100%.
It's her husband.
Knowing that all the Delia Day writings were actually written by Travis really makes all these images so much more sinister than they were before.
Yeah.
Although healthy BDSM relationships can and do exist, this certainly was not one of them. I'm glad that Susan Anton was able to escape from this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.
Wow, that really took a turn, didn't it? If that wasn't consensual, he got what he deserved. Anyways, wow, that was kind of interesting. Life as a slave, Delia Day. Just let me know in the comments down below what you thought of that. Like, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And I will see you next time. And no kinky stuff, okay?